Yep, that me. You probably wondering how I end up here.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Formula 1 24 Turismo, and today we are heading over to land down under the Australian Grand Prix. So, of course, if you've not watched the last episode, go back and watch it, because in that episode we've got 5-way fight for the win and Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So of course you gotta go back and get tuned into that one before you watch this, because I guarantee it's going to be worth your time watching it. And of course, if you enjoy watching my content from reaction videos to F1 24 career and manager as well, please drop a like and subscribe and make my video do well. So now we'll get moving on. So we got this one meeting to go through, and I think it's going to be Ferrari, but we're gonna find out now. So what team is going to be? I knew it was going to be the Ferrari. I knew it was gonna be them. Okay. They are performing well at the moment. But of course, the Steve Charles Leclerc had stuck in play in the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. That's the clue of who came third and who came third. We gotta find out. We got to find out. And Carlos Sainz, who came third in Bahrain. If I'm being honest, I don't hate it. I personally don't hate it. I'm going to continue to talk, because if Fernando comes out on top this season, Aston Martin struggling again to the likes of Fernando. Mercedes isn't up in the level of Fernando. I'm real joyous to Fernando. I don't know who I'll be level alongside, but it's not a guarantee I want to move to Ferrari. At this moment, it's still Mercedes. I chose to stay after Martin. They had more evidence of being a better team, but they had the not being it contrary with me leaving or saying, we don't know, but we got a play coming in 3, yes, maximum slot gap for the area, then a front wing and play for area and heat damper for chassis 3 times or any more upgrade, as that's basically done, as we only be able to buy 1 upgrade per month. So we just stimulate ahead. Of course, if we can, oh no, I knew that was gonna fail, because I've put Lush, so I knew that was gonna fail. It's gonna come in just after the Australian Grand Prix, which sucked. I was hoping it's gonna come in, but unfortunately it didn't. So the performance update at the moment is we're still a fourth better team with Red Bull still very strong. McLaren behind her, Ferrari in third, Mercedes second, but we got 2 upgrades for Fernando and Ariel and Chatty. That should put us up in much more better place, yet it will third. That is positive. We should got 1 more upgrade, which is aerodynamic with maximum slot gap in Diarra. So that will help us hopefully make a move past the Mercedes. So we're going to go in and hopefully do a good job on that Australia. And of course, I'll see you at the end of the Grand Prix. Now we're getting ready to back on to the Australian qualifier. And now with this Australian Grand Prix, there will be about 2 issues that we're going to be dealing with at the moment. So with the third issue in engine components, we got issue with our ice, which caused power loss in our cars that we can't really push for loads of power. And that's one thing we're going to deal with around here. And the second one is the setup is not exactly felt comfortable. I have been loaded of tweeting on what is the best setup I've been using and what I've used last season and the season before, trying to come together, and unfortunately couldn't quite find the spot that I like to use. And of course, with the power obviously supplied by Honda, I'm worried that's the cause of the issue, but we're going to find out. As I'm currently P17, I'm hoping to make the last second push and try and get through to 2-2, because I don't want to be out in 2-1, not be eliminated in 2-1 in a very long time. I like to keep that going, and I've not at least survived and gone into 2-2 P13, which is not true. But the bottom 5 that are out are Tyler Shaw, Nicole, Lando, and Logan Sarson. Quite surprised to see Tyler Shaw down there compared to Leclerc, who is doing a really good job. Maybe had issue of his own as well, who knows. But I was still on the board, doing my first run in 2-2, very close to Magnussen, knew the slipstream, but we both almost came together into one of the three top, which I'm assuming is Yuki Tsunoda. So we got very lucky to avoid a bit accident, but that would be really bad to deal with. But we kind of got lucky with a slipstream as well that allowed us to be P11. That there was no slipstream. I would like to be lower than that. So I'm very grateful for having Magnussen there. But I wonder what would have happened if Yuki Tsunoda was it in the way. I think we won't be able to find out. But do my Stockton run, hopefully save last Stockton trial, move up, and we luckily moved up to P8, very close to being out on the 5 rather out Powder, Albon, Kevin, Ocon, and Yuki. The D5 are out Powder. Obviously, there's a strong evidence that Ollie Bearman is much more altogether driver. But as you see, I went up the track for a couple of seconds with that push a little bit too deep. The braking just wasn't on point, and that is what I've been struggling with. So I went for a back-to-back run with a medium tyre and hoping that it will be successful. It worked out. I believe it was last year that I'd done that, and I think I achieved a second place in that one, which is very positive. I'm hoping to repeat that in this track, but unfortunately got a the track limit, decided to go in, pop on a stop tyre, and hoping to do a good run on the third and final run. But to speak about Ollie Bearman, he's showing that he's done a very good performance here, currently in Red Bull, which is something that they needed for Ollie Bearman, and obviously try to get him closer to Max Verstappen, to that the goal for the Red Bull. Are now about to cross the line, and I'm going to take P10, unfortunately, with Alonso P5, but Ollie Bearman on the third podium sitting, with Matt P2, Lando Norris is leading with pole position. I need to make load of makeup and try and achieve maybe a higher place in tomorrow's races.
You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bearman, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Gasly, Daniel, Perez, Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Joe, Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn one. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car. And that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
Now we get ready to back on to the Australian Grand Prix. As you see, the strategy is one stop, which is my preferred strategy, and clearly everybody prefers strategy. There was opportunity for 2 stops, but I don't think we need to worry about that unless something had happened during the race. But of course, I'm qualified P10, which is not good, and I know that there's a certain thing that play into it, which is obviously my confidence to set up. The engine that I have is the issue, but unfortunately the engine is brand new to Aston Martin, which is Honda engine, so I need to try and just take the positivity out of it. It's just the new engine, we're going to struggle a little bit, so hopefully we will do a good job throughout the way where we can showcase our car and we can do a good job. So obviously we now are going to get ready for the 5 red light, and it is when we land another had to be for OK start. Max Verstappen had the howler start to be overtaken by the car, and Ollie Bearman on the outside about to take the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. He beaten Lando Norris up the back and they're taking the lead, and Lando in P2 with Charles Leclerc in P3. We got Max Verstappen who had a really bad start. We can look behind and on board Tam. I've overtaken Lewis Hamilton on the outside. With that good start is there. Hopefully I can maintain that good start throughout the whole night where we can do a pretty good job. Ollie Bearman is currently leading his first lead in the Grand Prix, which is a really good start for Ollie Bearman. But of course he don't land on Norris behind, who's already got most of experience in Formula 1. He's now overtaken Ollie Bearman and taken the lead back for himself, and Ollie had to settle down for P2, but let's see what he can do again to land on Norris. So of course he needs to do a really good job, and we've got Charles Leclerc who will put pressure on Ollie Bearman, so Ollie needs to try and control that type of pressure from Charles and from Lando Norris, who's ahead of him. So you need to think smart and play a long game rather than push against him. But of course with me, who's had a bit of a bad quality, but moved up to P7 with Alonso in P6. So me and Alonso should end up fighting each other at some point. But I'm hoping that won't happen. We have to wait to see how the race are done. We only just started. We have Lewis Hamilton behind, who I now will put to everything against me, so I need to try and same with Ollie, same time and connect it, and unfortunately I have a little wobble, but luckily I saved it, and I continue on with my head held high, but Alonso is now ported away. I had the wobble that not too much time. Lewis Hamilton is literally split, and he's like, I'm gonna get him now, so I need to try and stay positive and just chase down Alonso, forget about what's happening behind. But it's going to be difficult when you've got 7-time champ behind though. We've got Ollie Bearman, who's got the other. He's now trying to attempt to overtake Lando Norris, but a lot up from Ollie that stopped him from overtaking, and Charles Leclerc, you had the opportunity, you had to back down, but it's Ollie with a really good play for the defending on the basically inside, Charles on the outside. He should have quite get it done. You had to settle down, just wait for a couple of seconds before it attacked Ollie Bearman, but you see the pressure start to get to him, but he's that locked up he had, so he's going to start unravel for Ollie Bearman, but he's doing a really good job so far. George Russell in P4, Charles P3, Matt from P2 at lockdown to P5, really bad start from Max Verstappen. The one that we want to talk about is Carlos Sainz. He locked out the P15, the same as the Piastri in P11. Really bad weekend for them too. So they can make a comeback throughout the night. Who knows what will happen? But Ollie Bearman has gone off in smoke. He's now out of the Australia Grand Prix, and to see he held up nearly everybody that I end up overtaking anyway, and I'm very happy about that. And I get up to P3, the multiple position day for me, but Gasly has done something controversial. He overtaken Hamilton, and he's not supposed to do that, and that's why I think he got a 10-section penalty, and that is very unfortunate. And here's a replay on what it looks like from Max's POV. Ollie Bearman absolutely smoked coming out of the car. It blurred Max's vision, and he nearly had an accident with, I think it's William that came outside of him. So really close racing, and of course nearly DNF for Max Verstappen. But Ollie Bearman unfortunately has been DNF for the Australia Grand Prix. That 2 DNF for Ollie Bearman, and 2 of them were not his fault. So really unfortunate for Ollie Bearman, and we now start racing now, and I'm obviously to see rapidly catching up to Alonso, but like Hamilton, Alonso got robbed of his spirit. He's just gonna go and pull away from me, which is not good. And we got Gasly on the outside, trying to get low, but to try to get it done. A lot top from George Russell has just allowed Albon to go through and overtaken George, and another lot top from someone, I believe it's Gasly that had locked up, but I had the schedule as well. And I think Gasly tried to react to my schedule, and he braked, but that brake led to locked up. I think that's what happened, and I was started stuttering a little bit, and it's only in lap 5, how am I stuttering? And I think the explanation that problem is the setup wasn't turned there, and I was disappointed with that, but I was like, I'm going to keep pushing, and hopefully we get something good out of it. You don't know. The main concern about my car is the rear end. The rear just wasn't sticky to the track, so we need to try and figure out how to counter that. Every time I come out the corner and enter into the corner, but that's really like breathing down my neck into the star and putting loads of pressure with Hamilton behind, who Gasly overtook immediately, and Hamilton obviously going to try to get Gasly in, and Gasly has overtook me, and Hamilton tries for the move on the outside of the defender inside line, done really nicely and tapped my play on doing to try and get back to Gasly, but unfortunately Gasly got the other, so I can't quite catch up easily. But to see that the win flag, something happening behind, and that someone has basically fallen down the order, and there's the replay of who had fallen down the order, and that is George Russell with the puncher on the rear right. He got a puncher. That is so unfortunate for George Russell. There was no debris, so I wonder what happened there. I think he might have the old tyre, or he banged into the wall and he just blew his tyre. I don't know what happened there for George Russell. And we've got meeting now, attempted an overtake on Gasly on the inside, forced him, but given enough space for him to be able to continue on without giving me any damage, or me giving him any damage. So I took my place back on the podium for P3, and all we need to do is try to keep Gasly behind and keep him fighting with all the tyres behind. That 10-section penalty will eventually come into play, but unfortunately Gasly now tries to go for the move, but he lost it out because his arm went wide and tucked in, and Gasly had to slow down, and he was stuck on the inside line, and I think he might have misjudged how he wanted to overtake me or something. Don't know what happened there, but that didn't me enough breathing room so I can try to start smashing on and just chase down Alonso. Alonso is doing a really good job. Fernando is having a fantastic way. He obviously got someone to stay down to, and that is Ollie Bearman. Because of his DNF, he held up everybody while Fernando is in front of him. He had basically to pull away very easily, so that was lucky for Fernando. And we've got Charles Leclerc, who's lucky to make a move on the outside, had a little contact with the wall. He had the back tower to Lewis Hamilton, but he obviously would have got an accident if he went on and made a move. He would have twatched into Hamilton, but a lot up from Hamilton have just allowed Charles Leclerc gone for the move on the inside. What is going on with Mercedes? That two lot top for Mercedes Hamilton got the worst one because he made the contact with the more, and I doubt he got more tyre damage at the moment, and we got nano flag going up, and that is Joe Wonder, who's just gone off in the track with his DNF, but I think he had mechanical failure, but that part of the track quite dangerous, but he was still dashing, he was very close to him, but we just got away with it, and I overtook him, which is good, but now I can try and just keep going and catch Alonso and land another, and I'm very shocked to see how rapid land another than that here today, and with the last minute edition I decided to go in and pit about 2 laps in to technically in lap 11, and then we were supposed to pit in lap 13, so I'm going in, putting a hard tyre on and seeing what happens from there, and hopefully get undercut on Alonso and be the top and land another. So when I say I'm surprised about Lando, because in Saudi Arabia he's barely had any pace like this, and he got it now, so it's very wild to see how much shift from Saudi to Australia, and I know Lando Norris is very happy about that, and he's obviously enjoying his time at the moment leading the Australian Grand Prix. We've got Albon, who just overtook Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen is in P7 at the moment, but he got opportunities to go for a move on Lewis on the outside. Didn't get it done, just hit Will, and Hamilton unfortunately had to settle down for P7, and we're back on my board, who you was seen on board cam before, that overtook Yuki Tsunoda, which I'm very happy about. Now I can know that the hard tyre is kind of working a little bit, which is good, and we obviously need to try and make a good catch up to Alonso. He's now taken the lead of the Australian Grand Prix, and Lando has gone into the pit, so he's now, we put on a hard tyre on, and we've got one of the Fernando has gone in, that Charles Leclerc, and I believe Max Verstappen also has gone in as well. So I've thought Matt will obviously need to try and make a good move to try to catch everyone ahead, because he had the bad start, and I know he knows that he needs to try to do something special out here, and we're on board with Alonso, who's now leading the Australian Grand Prix, but it won't last long because he will have to pit, and that will basically give Lando another back to his lead. But can I catch up to Alonso? That the moment we're waiting for, and hopefully that will happen, and we've got more tar that started going in, and Alonso has also gone in, and that's now allowed Lando taking the lead of the Australian Grand Prix, and you see me coming in past Alonso, as Alonso now had to fight against me to take the second place. The undercut has worked, so that is the way I've planned. Wish it could work on Lando, but Lando pitted straight off. I've pitted, so it would have worked. If he carried on going, it could have, but it didn't happen anyway. And we got Alonso the outside line, trying to get the move, but I was defending the inside line, so I knew I had the advantage on that line, and I tapped Alonso behind. Alonso is now going for the move on the outside once again, but I also defended inside line, giving a little elbow against Alonso, and of course I wanted to play a team around here, but at the same time I wanted to give a little fight. But when I started thinking more about it, I'm struggling a little bit, so maybe play smart game. But of course I had no team order, so I have not heard anything, and I thought, you know what, give it a go and see what happened. Alonso now got the DR and is now going for the move on the outside, and he overtaken me finally for Alonso, and I know he's definitely happy about that, and he can now start chasing down Lando Norris. But how long can I stay close to Alonso? We've got Charles behind, we also have Max behind as well, so I will have all the pressure coming on to me, and I know I need to play a really good defending against them, so I can help Alonso try to pull away from me. So I need to try and play a smart game, but I'm still willing to do that race to Alonso, and I'm starting to catch up to him. I'm hoping to get the move done on the inside line, that's what I'm going for. At the bit dive on the inside, Alonso made a little contact, and I stayed off of the without making a bit accident with Alonso, and I carry on going and taking my second place spot. Alonso is in first place with Charles Leclerc in P4, so of course we need to try to play a long game for Alonso, and for the Aston Martin, of course we want to win everything we can this season. We came close last season. We did a try again this season at the 2026 season, so it's obviously a big new thing that we need to try and do a really good job with it. And Lawrence is now going to make another attempt, but this time on the inside line, and he overtaken me on the inside, and he's now going to start moving away from me. And we've got Charles Leclerc, who's now getting ready to go for the move against me now, with Matt behind as well. So Matt is in P5. Matt looked to make some trouble, but Charles Leclerc before he's going to give me a trouble, which is not good. But on to the next lap, it's still pretty much the same thing. Car tapped Alonso, another wobble once again. Charles Leclerc is now looking to make an attempt, but unfortunately he can't get it done. The defender the middle line, Max Verstappen on the outside has overtaken Charles Leclerc. Fantastic move from Max Verstappen, but not good for me to know how active Max is, and I know he's going to give me a whole lot of trouble, which is not good, because I don't want to deal with him. But Matt is now done for the move on the inside. I blocked it off. Charles done for the move on the outside. And Matt, I know he's feeling frustrated about that since he's not doing the way he wanted to go. But unfortunately, couldn't defend against Charles. Had to stay back from Charles Leclerc. Defend Matt, so of course I need to do a whole lot more defending against Max Verstappen, but to see the way I brake, the car was sliding, things were not connecting for me, and I'm starting to get the struggle, and I was not happy about that, so I need to try and just breathe and just make a move, and I'm now on board with Max Verstappen, who just watched me have a little lift, and I know he knows that his problem is started on level, so I can try and cause more pressure so he can overtake me. As you see, another massive wobble, which is not doing a lot for me today now. No, I'm starting to struggle with my setup, and my tyre is not even any good condition compared to Matt as he overtook me on the outside. I was kicking myself. I was like, why can I not defend or catch up? I was just trying to think smart, but it looks like it's now falling out of the order for me, and I'm now locked out the P5 Alonso still in P2. We've got Albon, who's now made to move on up the Piastri, but they are the one who's likely to catch up to me, so I need to think about defending them. But at the same time, I just don't have the power anyway. On the next lap, once again, up the Piastri had now made a move on Alexander Albon, and he's now got it done. But this time is very different because Albon has more pace than Oxstar. The Oxstar still has a little struggle to get low, so I wonder if McLaren with Otto Piastri is having an issue with his engine as well. Who knows what's happening with McLaren? Lando having a race of his life. Otto Piastri is now trying to go for the move, and he got the move done, and I had to settle but high Otto Piastri, and he's now made a really good comeback. Like he was down in like P13, I think, and he started moving up. It's really good racing for Otto Piastri. As you see, nearly made a bit howler with Albon, and another bit problems again, where with the wobble, nearly had another accident with Albon, but luckily avoiding, which is good. But my car just wasn't really race at all. But unfortunately, with that penalty, that's now going to put me in a more top spot where I know I need to pull away. But with the way the race is going, I can't get it done. Albon had overtook me on the outside with Hamilton, who just watched me going up into the level. Kept it out from water. Very lucky that the level was there, slowing me down as much as they can. I was really pleased about that, but unfortunately that allowed both cars behind caught up to him as Carlos side had gone for the move on the outside, and still the Fernando had to settle down for P11, and that doesn't even matter anyway because I got these penalties that should allow Power moved up one position anyway. Got Carlos side who will have a 3 hour, and he obviously tried to get something done against me. He went for the inside to get it, went on the outside to get it, and Power, who's watching the whole thing, had also watched me, has a little moment of myself, and he saw Carlos side gone for the move. He saw the opportunity and went for the move as well. He had a little big lifting as well, and it's on the outside, I'm on the inside, defended that really well. A little contact happening, and I overtook him, but another lifting again from me, which is not good. And I was like, right, this is a moment where everything was just start on level, so I'm slugging it a lot. Ocon, who's now trying to make a move on Hamilton, he just watched Hamilton overtaken his teammate with an absolutely fantastic dive bomb. Really fantastic move from Lewis Hamilton as Pella trying to move on the inside, overtook him, but there's a big lip going on, so I knew that my car isn't exactly good at the moment. Pella tried to squeeze though, but I defended that really well, so I stopped him from the move on the outside, but now with me just slotted all races long, and I had another little blunder again, and massive smack into the wall, and unfortunately had just taken myself out, and nearly took Pella out as well. He just avoided it in time, and that unfortunately basically ended my race, and I was like, this is not good at all, and I was like, I need to speak to my team about it and what hell had happened.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control, and that is a sign of greatness.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
He got Lando nodded on the top step of the podium after his bound in Saudi Arabia. He got the win in Australia with a long-term P2, and Max Verstappen had a bad start, managed to claw his back race though for P3. So it was very good race for them, and I know one person I felt sorry for, that is Ollie Bearman. He was on his way, had early lead after the first turn against Lando Norris, then lost it all out into starting plate, then lost it. We had the DNF, so really unfortunate for Ollie Bearman, but it's also unfortunate for me, who's been slotted it all weekend, and I know that I got a lot to learn. Even though I'm really experienced in Formula 1, there's still some learning, more learning to do. So it was very tough racing for me today, that's for sure. So we got allowed another in third place, Max in second, Charles in third, with me dropped out to fourth. So it's like, it's okay, we can try and do something special later on, if possible. We're going to Imola net, where I actually had a very good race last season, so hopefully I can repeat that again, but this time no penalty of course. That is what I'm trying to do. So I know there's a lot to learn the way to do this, so hopefully we will deal with it, where I will speak to my team about what happened, why we dealt with the issue all weekend. I thought we had it worked out, but it doesn't seem like there's anything worked out in that way. So hopefully we can come back to it and recap, reflect on it and see what we can do. But here's a replay of what happened, and the reason the accident happened is because I was on a curb, it taken my my timing of the exit, and it just basically flipped me around, tried to control it, but to control it well, and I just smacked into the wall, which is not good. But I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you in a more long-term show. Thanks for watching, please start and just like my video, do well, and peace out. Massive love, smack into the wall, and unfortunately had just taken myself out, and nearly took Pella out as well. He just avoided it in time, and that unfortunately basically ended my race, and I was like, this is not good at all, and I was like, I need to speak to my team about it and what hell had happened.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control, and that is a sign of greatness.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
He got Lando nodded on the top step of the podium after his bound in Saudi Arabia. He got the win in Australia with a long-term P2, and Max Verstappen had a bad start, managed to claw his back race though for P3. So it was very good day for them, and I know one person I felt sorry for, that is Ollie Bearman. He was on his way, had early lead after the third turn, against allowed another, then lost it all out, into starting plate, then lost it. We had the DNF, so really unfortunate for Ollie Bearman, but it's also unfortunate for me, who's been slotted it all weekend, and I know that I got a lot to learn, even though I'm really disputed in Formula 1. There's still some learning, more learning to do, so it was very tough racing for me today, that's for sure. So we got allowed another third place, Max in second, Charles in third, with me dropped out to fourth, so it's like, it's okay, we can try and do something special later on, if possible. We're going to Imola net, where I actually had a very good race last season, so hopefully I can repeat that again, but this time no penalty of course. That is what I'm trying to do. So I know there's a lot to learn going through this, so hopefully we will deal with it, where I will speak to my team about what happened, why we dealt with the issue all weekend. I thought we had it worked out, but it doesn't seem like there's anything worked out in that way, so hopefully we can come back to it and recap, reflect on it and see what we can do. But here's a replay of what happened, and the reason the accident happened is because I was on a curb, it taken my my timing of the exit, and it just basically flipped me around, tried to control it, but to control it well, and I just smacked into the wall, which is not good. But I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you in a more long-term show. Thanks for watching, please start and just like my video, do well, and peace out.